Hello, Star Wars fans. This is Star Wars Buzzard here with another review. And this one is the Star Wars Power of the Jedi R4-M9 by Hasbro. And it comes with a mouse droid as well, which really isn't that impressive. And this one came out right around 2001. And of course, you get the shot here of R4-M9. You know, the opening few minutes after of Star Wars New Hope. And of course they describe R4-M9 as is a standard multiple-use droid used to control and repair vehicles and computers. An industrial automaton, R4 Astromech droid R4-M9 was stationed on the Star Destroyer Devastator and used by the Empire to search the computer banks of the Rebel blockade runner Tantive 4 in order to find data on the stolen plans for the first Death Star. And, you know, it shows here in the back a couple different, you know, various characters, Tebow, Eathcoth, Boshek, and R4-M9. And this is one of the more obscure toys out there. It's not really hugely desirable. It's nice if you want to, just have an astromech for your collection. And I tend to open this up because, again, it's not super valuable. It's not super rare. And they have two versions of R4. You have this correct darker version with the green stripes, and there's a different version where the stripes and the green on the dome is much lighter, and it's very off color and it's very off base, and it doesn't look right at all. And you know, I got this fairly cheap on eBay recently, so let's open up and see what it looks like. Well, there you go, YouTube. There's your R4-M9, and it's got a little bit of articulation. I like the fact that if you look, light kind of reflects very nicely off of that, the eyepiece there. It actually looks pretty good. The mouse droid is pretty much what I figured it was going to be. It's basically just a hollow, you know, it's almost like a rubbery material versus plastic. And of course, you know, R4 has the typical dome articulation. And, you know, the leg, the centerpiece, the center leg that comes out, so you can have them in either the rolling configuration. But the only thing is this, it doesn't go up all the way, which I've seen a lot of that with the Hasbro Astromech droids, where it doesn't quite go up as far as it should. So you could either do that, and of course, you know, the head and everything is fairly... Yeah, it's typical of a Hasbro Astromech droid. And I will say, to me, I always thought it was one of the neater, different-looking Astromechs that you didn't see in the stores all the time. You did, even as a kid, you never saw this one. I don't think they made them. I think the other ones you get is R2-D2 and R5, you know, the typical one from A New Hope that blew up, you know, the bad motivator. R5-D4, if I recall correctly. You know, if I'm a little bit of a memory blank on that one. But this is, again, it's a neat display piece. It's not bad. It's pretty cool. I actually like it a little bit more. I've heard some issues with the Bandai model R5-M9s that just really, you have issues with the decals, you have issues putting together, and it's for the price I've seen of those things, upwards, some of them upwards of $30, $40. This is not bad. I mean, you can put this on your shelf. You know, I wouldn't pay more than $10 or $15 for it in the package. I wouldn't spend more than that on it. But it's not bad. And I would advise you, if you're looking for a different astromech, something you don't have, you know, something that a lot of people might not have, don't feel, you know, it'd make a nice display if you have some Imperial Stormtroopers you could put next to that, because technically it's an Imperial droid. And so, I mean, to me it looked better than some of the all-black Imperial droids. I think they went a little too far with the color scheme with that one, where it didn't look realistic, an all-black astromech droid. I really didn't care for that look. Especially when you have like white uniform, basically stormtroopers with white uniforms. This kind of would look like something that would be more universal. To me, I would always have thought that astromech, given the nature of something, astromech droids would have been bought by anybody, programmed by anybody. This is just hypothesis time. So why have them black, you know, like you're ordering a car or something? To me, it'd be like it's a standard color for everybody. Everybody gets one. They all look the same. I would have thought that's what it would have been like if you had something like that. They're not exactly frontline troops. You don't need to camouflage them. So with that, YouTube, if you can find one of these, again, this is closer to the color in the movie and what it should look like, not that brighter green. It's up to you if you want to buy one. If that's what you can find, fine. I found a couple of these, no problem, on eBay. So with that being said, YouTube, there's been another Star Wars review by the Star Wars Buzzard. Have a good day.